Hello and welcome to this week's video. We are going to talk about how to crack Apple's new algorithm, how to skyrocket your downloads, and more importantly, your revenue. Let's dive in. I'm going to show you how I am taking advantage of Apple's algorithm to my advantage and how some of our apps are skyrocketing. I'll show you what are the exact absolute essential ASO algorithm variables that you need to know, and what are the 2025 latest changes and shifts that I will teach you that will help you grow your app a lot faster. All right, so first let me show you my personal examples. Traditional ASO meant that you would publish an app and then afterwards you would find keywords to optimize your app for, and then you would do the traditional ASO. This does not work anymore. It is dead. I keep repeating it every week and I'll continue saying it because I've seen that this worked 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It no longer works. But don't worry, there are still 3 business models that work incredibly well. My favorite one is the trending keywords method, and I think that's the easiest and simplest way. So let me just show you, this is the active subscriptions in my business since we started using the trending keywords method. As you see, we started and we had none pretty much a year ago, and now we have 1,300 active paying subscribers, and these are active subscriptions that renew. So these are annual, monthly, and weekly subscriptions. They continue renewing and they're growing on top of it. So this is what's possible if you flip the method upside down. So we don't first publish an app and then update keywords and metadata. We first find keywords that are super interesting, trending keywords, and then we build apps for them. This is the result. And I have 3 examples that I want to show you. The first one is called Insafest. It's an app that we launched recently. We published the app and on day 1, it was ranking 35. No ads, no marketing, no social media, none of that nonsense. And we posted the app, started ranking 35, and then immediately it went up in ranking to 11, to number 3, and number 1, and it stayed number 1. No ads, no marketing. This is the promise of the trending keywords method that I'm trying to teach you here every week. Another app called Chair Workout for Men. Again, we launched the app, ranked 35 on day 1, and then on its own, it went up to number 1, and we kind of go up and down, number 2, 3, and number 1. But consistently, we get installs, we get trials, we get revenue every single day. And a final app, Shadow Work Journal, same story. This is one of the older apps that we did, published it in February 2024, and the same story. The ranking stays the same. Now you might say, okay, all of this sounds great, but how do I actually discover the trending keywords? How do I find the right keywords for my app? Very good question. For this, I have created a school community. If you go to school.com/AppSuccess, you can join the community. This is a paid community because it is for real builders only. I want people that are committed. Here I share all my knowledge and everybody else also shares what they have learned from the app business. I'm putting all of my courses in here at no extra charge, but this is the important point. We have a weekly call every single week where I look for the trending keywords and I share my screen and we go through this together, and then I give all of these keywords to everybody who's in the community so you can build the apps that you dream about that guarantee to bring installs and revenue. Okay, so the trending keywords method is one way. The other way is ads and then viral. The ads based is very simple. You need to know how to run ads, but also you have to remember that if you've never done this before, it's actually very difficult, very competitive, and very expensive. It's a full-time job and it takes a lot of money to be able to do this long-term. So if you've never done ads, I encourage you to really study and learn how to do it. This model worked for me incredibly well. Many years ago, it seems like lifetimes ago, I was the chief marketing officer at Reflectly, and there we used the ads strategy to scale the business. We projected 4 million users by 2020. We actually hit about 20 million users, and I was with the company for 3 years. And then I parachuted out and had a very good exit. So the advertising model works, but it is difficult, you to know. And the final model is viral. I've never done a viral app, so that's something I'll talk about, but I do see other developers building viral apps. So I just encourage you that if you're going to build an app and really take advantage of the new algorithms, you have to have a strategy for distribution. You have to decide what is going to be your business model. Is it the trending keywords where you first find a keyword and then you build an app? Is it ads-based? Is it viral-based? What used to work years ago, maybe you have an idea, then you do ASO, and then you would find success that way, but it doesn't work anymore. So you need to have a strategy. All right, so now you know what are the 3 business models that lead to success. Let's talk about the important App Store ranking variables. So all the things that you need to know to rank your app and get as much organic traffic as possible. The App Store algorithm attributes different weight or different importance to different variables within your app. So the title is the most important one. So the keywords that you put in your title are the most important keywords. Here you can see one of our apps, and we put Easy Chair Workout for Men as the title. Now this keyword, Easy Chair Workout, is very important for us. That's the one we're targeting with this app. And so we put it in the title. The simple keyword Chair Workout for Men was already taken, so we added Easy Chair Workout. But if it wasn't taken, I would only include Chair Workout for Men because Apple really likes very clean and lean metadata, so no keyword stuffing. And also the keywords at the beginning of the name have bigger importance than at the end of the name. So let's say, for example, if you were competing for the keyword yoga, I would put it at the very beginning, not at the end, because the order actually makes a difference. And you know, you only have 30 character limit, so there's not much room to play around, but the keywords at the beginning are more important than keywords at the end. So that's the title. We also have the subtitle. Same thing goes here for the subtitle, exact same rules. Don't do keyword stuffing. So if you have this keyword, Chair Workout for Men, for example, don't use the same workout in the subtitle. See, we have workout, which is a little different, and exercise, which is similar, but don't use the same workout keyword because then you will be actually down prioritized if you do keyword stuffing, something I'm going to talk about a little bit later as well, but it's very important. And then we have the keyword field. So the keyword field is not visible to users, and we have the same, and this is the same strategy here. So you put as many keywords as you can. Don't use any spaces in your keyword field, just comma, separate it. And again, no keyword stuffing. So if you already have a keyword in the title and in the subtitle, you don't have to put it into the keyword field. That's a waste of space. Another important variable is download velocity and volume. So if your app starts to get a ton of installs, for example, you went viral on TikTok or you ran a very successful ad campaign, if you get a lot of installs, they'll really boost your algorithm ranking. Another important one is retention and engagement. Of course, Apple and Google, they want to make sure that your apps provide value, and the value we measure is through engagement and retention. So people stick around, you will get better ranking. By the way, these are in order of priority. So having the clean title and subtitle is more important than having some of the retention. Of course, these are not apples to apples comparison, but more or less gives you an idea what to focus on. Ratings and reviews are obviously another huge one. As you can see for this app, we have about 582 ratings, overall pretty good. It could be better, but I'm happy with this. And we do get some negative reviews. For example, somebody from Brazil saying we don't have Portuguese. Yeah, that's not the priority, and you will get this type of reviews. But this is only Brazil. Our main market is the US, so we care about having US reviews and ratings that are positive. So you can see we have that over here. That's what really matters. Then there are the in-app events. Now, all of the experts and all the data also shows that in-app events are contributing to your ASO. To be honest, I've created a lot of in-app events and I've never seen them have an impact, measurable impact on my ASO. So for example, it never happened where I would create an in-app event and then all of a sudden my keyword rank would go up, even just by 1 point. That actually never happened to me. So I don't really do a lot of in-app events, but I know it does work for other people. So it's something that you could check out. And update freshness. We do like to update the apps every once in a while, even though it isn't a major feature update, but just to update ASO, just to update the screenshots, about once a month at least is a good practice. And then the final one is average revenue per user. Apple and Google, they're a business. So if you make money, they make more money, and it just makes sense that they're going to help you get promoted by also including better keyword rank. One thing that helps, I noticed, the apps that make a lot of money, that can really do really good average revenue per user, they also get featured more often. So I think that the Apple and Google review teams that have the features on App of the Day or featured for whatever reason on the app stores, you get featured more often when you make more money. So I think that also makes sense. Again, Apple and Google are business and they want to promote the apps that make them the most amount of money. So these are all the things that normally matter all the time. There are some 2025 algorithm updates and shifts that are new. So one thing that is new is screenshot indexing. That means now the algorithm will index all the keywords in your screenshots. So this is a very new update and something we are experimenting with all our portfolio apps. But we do know that if you include screenshots and you have keywords in the screenshots like this, these keywords actually start to get indexed. Now, we don't know what is the priority of these keywords, if they are, for example, more important or less important than the keyword field. This is something we're still discovering because, of course, Apple and Google, they don't tell you these rules and algorithm changes. We just have to watch the performance of our apps and they kind of reverse engineer what the changes were were created. So this is one change that you could definitely do. And at the same time, keep in mind that over optimization and keyword stuffing is a new change as well. They'll actually deprioritize your ranking. It will lower your rank if you have too much keyword stuffing. So if you use the keyword chair workout for men in both your title and your subtitle and the screenshots and keyword field, your ranking for that keyword will actually go down because that's a negative signal to Apple. So what seems to be the best practice is to definitely have one clear title and your main keyword in the main title, and then I would include other keywords in the subtitle and in the screenshot. As you can see in this screenshot, we did include the keyword chair workout for men, just like in here. We did not see any negative drop in this app, but we have seen negative drops in other apps. The reason why I'm keeping it here, because we're experimenting and we're trying to actually see what really makes the change with the new algorithm changes. And two new ones, which are not so important, but are still valuable for you to know. Number one, custom product pages. So we do have custom product pages right now, but the change that's happening with the new rules is that you can create custom product pages for different keywords, right? So my main keyword, as I said, is chair workout for men. Now it'll be possible to have, for example, chair exercise for men or chair exercise for women. And I can create a custom product page for each one of these keywords, and each of them will be indexed and I'll be able to get organic traffic. This is brilliant for long tail keywords. If you don't have space for them in the main metadata, in the title, subtitle, you can have custom product pages. This will be rolled out very soon. And finally, we have AI review summaries. So Apple will be releasing AI review summaries. So when somebody drops a review, there'll be a summary, and this summary will also be indexed partially, and there will be some impact of these summaries on your keyword rank. Again, we're still discovering exactly how this works. There's nothing for you to do about this one. It's just to be aware that you will be seeing AI reviews summaries. All right, I hope you enjoyed this very brief video. If you did like it, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and of course, feel free to check out my school community. Join in if you are serious about growing and building your app empire. I'll see you next week.